Our next competitor represents Mexico, Cayetana Gonzalez, 17 years old, and her first Junior Grand Prix event, coached by Roman Serov and choreographed by Benoit Richaud and Nina Petrenko. Skating and just like that.
Cayetana Gonzalez competing here for Mexico, and you can see from the opening movements of her short program a very elegant and classy skater who has had in domestic events in the States as high as a 50-point score in the short program, but unfortunately jumping passes are so heavily valued and weighted with scores and not successful.
Well,
today.
this is so early on in the season. We saw them very loose and fine in the practice sessions, but not under competition. We're in August still here. We see the double flip. It's in as a attempted triple flip in her sheet, but she backed it down, of course. Nice spinner, really good positions, good speed, good, well centered. Again, intended to be a double axel, popped it to a single in the layback here, so kind of just went downhill.
Yeah, and there's no value assigned to that. It has to be a double axel at this event, and so there's nothing that the judges can do or the tech panel can do to help in regards to the scores. But that said, although this obviously wasn't the skate that Cayetana was hoping for, we can see within the step sequence there is a refinement to her movement. There is an elegance to the way in which Cayetana skates, and you can see good use of some of the new rule changes and criteria for the spin as well.
Yeah, very comfortable in spins and very well performed, great positions, good speed, and she translates that into jumps and improves the quality of that and delivers them. Then you're dealing with that 50-point round that you talked about a little earlier in the season that she earned that in the States.
And Cayetana did acknowledge when I asked, is there anything that you'd like us to mention? She said, just quite honestly, it's my first Junior Grand Prix and I am feeling nervous. And
yeah.
we hear that, we comprehend that, and that's totally understandable, and you can see it. And obvious disappointment, which too is understandable, but all of these are huge opportunities for learning and growth moving forward.
You don't know it because no one believes that something negative is actually positive in the future.
Yes.
It's always hard to understand that at the time. Let's take a look at the scores for Cayetana. 30.75, and that will put her currently into second place. And we may see this throughout the event. Skaters being a little bit tight. It's the first part of the season, and let's see what happens.